as a parent, you guys, how do you guys feel about, or like, have you guys ever talked about how to address like the female body and like feminism and like just kind of like what the healthy perspective of how to view a woman body in terms of like the day you guys will talk to Taika about it?
I usually go, hey Taika, you see your mom? I bang her and she's mine.
No, he's kidding. Yeah.
And he's like, no.
Like I'm already trying to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not even like intentionally, but I think just because I'm a woman and like I know like
this is food.
My body. Yeah, like I'll just say like, oh, like this is mommy's chest and it hurts, you know, and like so I'll just already start doing little things like that.
Right, that's good. That's really good.
Or like I'll point out how him and his dad are the same, but like I'm different because we'll like be naked if we're showering or we're like changing or whatever.
I see.
And he finds it just hilarious because it's so different, and like you can see when it's like
he's laughing. Yeah. He don't got a dick.
He'll go like,
because we call it butt. Yeah, we call it butt. And yeah, and he'll look at his and he'll be like, oh, daddy's butt, and then like he'll say like my butt, like
he'll grab his dick and he goes butt. I'm like, that's not your butt.
Yeah, we just call it butt, and then he'll go mine and goes, ew, mommy's butt, ew, because he's just like it's weird.
He said ew.
Yeah, because it's just not like his or his dad's. But stuff like that, like I try to like show him like, oh no, like mommy's shit hurts, like it'll hurt, and then he goes daddy's, and I'm like, no.
Is this what you're just doing, or did you like learn about that too?
No, I didn't learn about shit when it
So you're just teaching them like your style, your own way.
Yeah,
how you feel and think.
Exactly,
right?
because I'm like, he's gonna interact with females, so like I'm already teaching him differences and also just kind of like being aware of like some of these differences, you know,
awesome.
and like these areas are sensitive, and then I'll just like I've already been teaching him like people shouldn't be touching him there. And sometimes he mixes that up because then he tells us not to touch him while we're changing his diaper, and we're like, oh fuck, like how do I stop that, right? But then I'm just like, it's okay.
If we're at the park, don't touch my butt. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but don't touch it. Don't touch it.
And we're just changing his diaper. We're like, you don't say that out loud. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, and then I say, right, and then I say, no, mommy and daddy and grandma and grandpa can't touch it, and I'm like, oh fuck, I shouldn't say that either. So it's like a weird, you know, it's like a weird space.
Weird, yeah.
But I'd rather go the extreme for now.
So you're changing his diaper, and he's like, don't touch my papa.
Yeah, he goes, don't touch it. I'm like, I have to monkey, like, I always call monkey. I'm like, I have to monkey, you have like poo-poo or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So that's, because he's only 2, so you can't really get too complicated with things.
Right. Yeah, it's true with Isaac. Like, I think I missed out on that phase where I think Tiff was able to, like, you know, start at an earlier age, right? So it just blows my mind, like, in terms of how you educate children about, like, the differences of our bodies and stuff like that, and like kind of like just having a more healthy concept of that, right?
You gotta teach him everything. It's crazy. You gotta program everything.
Well, because when I'm talking to him, I'm always trying to talk to him as like with the thought of he's gonna be older someday, and then also going like, damn, these are some things I wish my parents would have prepped me on. So I'm always, when I'm talking to him, I'm always trying to at least to think of like the future interactions that he'll have. It's hard, man. It's fucking hard.
Very
we
hard.
peed in the shower the other day.
Together?
Yeah, they try to aim for the.
Because we're trying to like, because I think we're trying to like learn how to potty train him.
Like transition
So
him
the
out.
first thing is getting him to understand that he could actually control his pee. Because you're just playing, he's just peeing his diaper. So
He doesn't see what's happening when he's peeing in his diaper.
So he doesn't even know. So you have to actually get him to.
The first time he saw it, he was just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, like when he's running around outside in the backyard, he just started peeing. He's like,
Yeah, he got scared.
He was naked?
yeah. And then
got
so
scared.
now I can get him like, okay, we're in the shower, we're gonna pee together. One.
He starts shitting too in the shower.
He starts throwing up. No, he's like 1, 2, 3, and we start peeing. We start aiming for the hole. So I think once I could get him to aim and then to like understand I can pee when I want, then we could probably slowly transition that to the toilet.
That's true, because if you think about like just humans in general, we weren't so covered up back in the day. Like, and if like I had a kid, I'd just go pee, and then he would watch that and then go, oh yeah, mine's like dad's. It's normalized. Yeah,
Mine's like
with
dad's.
that approach. Yeah. So in India, a YouTuber, like influencer person, has been arrested. And this is Rihanna Fatima.
Rihanna?
Fatima.
I didn't know Rihanna was an Indian name. That's so cool.
That's true. Yeah, so she has a YouTube channel and she has like 40,000 on IG. She's in India and she does a lot of feminism work in terms of expressing what the female body is, and like the idea that it's I guess not healthy in terms of how the current state of how men view it and all that. So she's been very vocal.
At least in the news from India that comes out, that we hear at least on this side of what happens to women in India.
There's a lot of oppression over there.
That's true. So she's fighting a fight that's very, very against her. Yes, exactly. So she's been arrested now because she released a video where she had her kids, and her kids are like a little older, I would say, like definitely not infants, and she's topless in this video, and they're painting on her body. And so a son and a daughter. And when this video came out, it was reported to the authorities in India, and she was apprehended, and she cannot be released on bail. So they're taking it very, very seriously.
Under what charge?
Probably pornography.
Yeah, so like basically indecent exposure type stuff, like sexually explicit imagery transmitted electronically, and also involving children.
I don't know if that would even fly here.
It probably wouldn't fly here. Because it's not like we could take a shower with Taika and then film it and then send it somewhere.
Well, you can't film yourself showering
and send it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't know you could upload a video being topless on YouTube if it's not scientific and breastfeeding.
I think if it's painted, then it's covered.
Yeah, it's like art. Yeah.
I think this would fly here.
It would?
It would?
Oh, maybe I just did. Maybe from here.
Depends on
Like,
how it is. It looks like it's very like blocked though. Like
It's like there's like paintbrushes like strategically placed like that where it blocks the nipple, and then like
Probably even here, people would be weird with like she said, having like kids in a video while you're
I
naked.
think with the actual like intent of it, not even the educational part of it, but it's like if it's not for like pornographic reasons, I think, and just consider art, like then it's like kids that or like other countries that they're not so like women have to cover up like that, or it's like so bad to show boobs or whatever. So I think here it's like we're kind of like against that, or in America it's like don't show your boobs. That's
Because if you did this in like
Europe.
oh yeah, they'd be cool with
France would be chill.
Yeah, they'll be
I don't know if they'd be cool when there's kids involved.
because I'm not
France would be
sexualizing
totally would
this.
be.
So for example, right, like if I don't know, I had like a nephew and I was painting on his face or whatever, and then they're painting on me, and then like it's fine or whatever, painting on my dick might be weird, but at the same time, there's also the closeness that you have that's different if you have a bathing culture. Like if I grew up bathing with my family, like back in Japan, like that's normal, right? And then you do funny shit like that all the time within boys.
It depends on the culture.
So in this context, it's probably really fucking taboo in what they're doing. But also, I don't see this as it's sexualized. Yeah. I think that's where
it's her own children too.
yeah. I just think they're just painting thing, and it's just a body part,
America's weird about this shit though.
America's way more afraid of sex than like any other country.
Pedophilia right now is like, which I'm happy that everyone is very alert and aware. So everyone is always looking at things from a different lens.
That's true. Yeah,
but then again, with this, it's not pedophilia. It's
No, but I think your idea is that everyone's lens is
Everyone's
skewed.
hypersensitive
Yeah, they're
about
hypersensitive about
the mom is a pedophile.
No, everyone's hypersensitive with pedophilia.
Yeah, I get that, but it's also like in this context, you can't say it's like pedophilia.
Well, context doesn't matter when people are hypersensitive. That's the thing.
And then the idea is too, it's like you release this footage out to the public can take this now and do whatever it wants with it. Like some pedo out there can take this and be like, oh, I could jerk off to this, whatever.
But it's the reason I'm not saying it is that because they could then jerk off because the kids aren't getting naked. Their kids aren't doing it.
I don't think we're saying it's pedophilia, but
No, I know. But I'm saying in terms of like the context of like, because their minds are so crazy that they're already doing something weird, but it's the mother and the adult doing the showing that. And if you want to look at it in a sexual way, I don't see how like someone that sexualizes kids can see that for the sexualization of kids.
I see what you're getting at, but I think like the overall imagery, I think if you're hypersensitive,
It's just kids and pornography.
it's very provocative. So it's almost like a kid painting a man's penis. Like it's like, because I guess people would equate that, like just painting the mom's nipples and breasts versus like painting a man's penis. Like it's like close to the line, so I can see why
I think that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
like okay, this is a funny image to me because I'm not sexualizing it. I can't because my mind doesn't work this way, right? But imagine your friends are making an elephant painting on your dick.
There's a Chinese movie like that. I don't know if you've ever watched.
Oh, yeah, they're little kids, right?
So there's these two monks.
Yeah, I seen that movie.
Yeah, there's these two monks, and then that's why like the culture and the sexual culture like from like Asian content or even countries it's just different, right? Like
In Asian movies, there's so many movies where they show like little kids like dicks, and they're like peeing and shit. I'm like, and it's like a close up of a
Because
dick.
they don't think it's sexualized when it's underage.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, there's a anime cartoon show called Shin-chan, and there's a kid that, like, this is a kid show that we grew up watching, and he would repeatedly draw an elephant ear around his dick, and he would run around the house and fucking chase his mom and shake, and that's literally normalized. It's not sexual, it's just pranking, it's just whatever, right? And for me, I think it's even weirder in America and Judeo-Christian culture. We're so ashamed of the human body to the point where everything is sexualized. I think that's weird.
the movie I'm talking about, it's live action. It's these two
You
Buddhist
see
monks.
kids' dick on a live action movie.
One of them fights kung fu, the other one's a fat
Yeah,
one.
two Buddhist monks. It's almost like this is like almost like kind of like Rush Hour. Like one kid is really good at martial arts. The other one is he's like a chubbier kid. He's really goofy. He loves to eat every single dessert. They come out of the the Shaolin monk. I mean the Shaolin temple, and then they're trying to assimilate. And then for some reason, the chubbier kid that loves to eat desserts loses all his clothes and all he has is sunglasses on. So he meets like one of those street painters, and they're like, "Don't worry, I'll cover you up." So they paint an elephant on his dick, and his dick is the trunk. And now the whole movie, he's walking around going like this, eating like donuts and stuff, while his other buddy is like kicking everyone's ass. That's the whole movie.
Why does this almost feel like Kung Fu Hustle? Has also the fat kid and
Definitely has Kung Fu Hustle vibes.
Yeah.
See, that's funny. I don't know. And to me, it's so difficult to look at that. And maybe because I'm not a pedophile, I can't even desire that or see that in any way, right? So then maybe the people that are watching that and they're going like, hey, like,
That's turning me on. We need to ban this.
or they're just like thinking, what about the pedophiles that might use this and jack off to it?
Yeah, I think it's like protecting
It's like
the
protecting,
kids
like,
in the
what
movie
if-
or whatever.
yeah.
The what ifs.
Yeah. That makes sense
it's
too.
very much of that like slippery slope argument. you know?
Yeah.
Just taking things too far.
So what's gonna happen to this lady?
I don't know. It's kind of still ongoing. She's in jail right now. Section 67 of the IT Act. I don't know whatever that is. Which is like electronically transmitting sexually explicit content. And she's being held. No bail.
Damn.
And then it's the party that is really against her right now. It's called the Bharatiya Janata Party. It's the conservative party in India. Yeah. So it's definitely it's a political thing for sure.
And you don't know what the porn laws are out there either, because it might be like
like you have
no
any.
porn or like no nudity.
No nudity. Yeah, that's true.